Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a deck that is a little bit surprising because this did well in a Magic Online event, and I think people get excited whenever there's a Jund deck we can actually play that's actually good. And this apparently was. So we're going to give it a go today and see if this trendy deck is totally worth the hype. Admittedly, it was a best of 3 deck. I made like 2 minor card changes to hopefully give it a little bit of edge in best of 1, but we'll see if it works for us or not. So, hopping into it. Looks like your usual suspects here. You have some Go for the Throat, not a surprise. Also Nowhere to Run, because this is played so much in black decks right now. Also has Scorching Dragonfire, which is good for exiling some cards, which is super nice here. Up the Beanstalk, of course, for getting extra cards. And we have a fair amount of like 4 and 5 cost things in the deck, so should get to trigger this quite a lot. Maelstrom Pulse, a recent reprint from Foundations, which is really nice because you can pretty much get rid of anything. Also good for getting rid of a lot of tokens at one time if they share a name, which is super nice. Shieldred. Yeah, Shieldred. We know what this is. It's good, it's strong. Why not? Now, I will say one thing is the deck doesn't have that many creatures, so your opponent's creature removal will get to hit some things, but, you know, we'll still work around what we can. Aclazotz. This is hard for your opponents to kill, so this is very good. Deadly Cover-Up. Obviously, we need some sweepers for some of those creature matchups. I mean, we have a lot of anti-creature cards. We might have too many, honestly, but we'll see. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, obviously a good card. Helps ramp our mana. Gives us the Everywhere, which counts as every basic land type. So that'll play a role here with another card in a second. We do have Vivian Reed, which gives us the versatility to find some of those limited number of creatures we have. And Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. This is just good. Again, another removal spot, but another big 5/5 body that the deck can play. Now, the original deck did have a full set of 4 Herd Migrations. I'm going to play 3 here. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but I wanted to make room for a couple of other things. And 1 Nissa Ascendant Animus, which I believe they had in the sideboard. I move 1 to the main deck as a way to just generate more creatures since we don't have that many. So hopefully these changes make a difference and we can rock and roll in the best of 1 ladder here. But, as always, if this is your jam, hopefully you enjoy these games. You watched it in the video, and then we'll have a link that'll take you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can download this deck and play it for yourself. Along with everything else we have in Standard right now, which is like, I don't know, 50 decks already, it feels like. But if you want to buy some cards and you're thinking about picking up anything, maybe you want to get some deals, look for some old cards for your commander decks, check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN, and it'll save you 5% on everything you put in the cart over there if you want to buy something. But let's go see if this Jund deck really is worth the hype. I'm going to keep this just because we do have access to Beanstalk and maybe can get a second green on tap to play this, but I feel like this is one of those matchups where we kind of, our removal may or may not be important. You know, we'll find out, but we need it to be important because we don't win these matchups otherwise. Okay, there's a Slasher, so we know we can kill that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play that. Kill the Slasher, so it's exiled. I mean, we have a fair amount of removal here, so we don't need to be in too much of a hurry. And had I not been concerned that they could just play a follow... Oh, well, we have a Maelstrom Pulse for that. Like, a follow-up,
and I don't appreciate it when people drop it.
2/4 Demon, the Bloodletter. I would have been more okay with letting it go. But here, I think we just get rid of a... Well, let's get rid of... what am I get? I mean, yeah, I'm going to get rid of Restless Cottage. Mostly because my plan here is just go ahead and do this and just hit Liliana. Like, I figured we would get a card and then another card. One of them being a land through next turn, so not the worst thing. And then if they have another Liliana, okay. Well, they had a Deep Cavern Bat. That's fine, I guess. Take what you want, opponent. I mean, I don't know what I was going to say. You probably take the removal spell. I got no clue. Oh, well, that's not terrible. What's on top of the library? Herd Migration. I guess we might as well keep it. And then I'll just do this so I have access to my Maelstrom Pulse again, and we'll get the Herd Migration right into our hand. Alright. I mean, at some point, their hand's going to be mostly removal, waiting for these to become creatures. Slasher. Sure. How do we feel about this? I mean, I guess we just do this and then just Herd Migration. Because why not? I mean, they can kill this, attack us down to, whatever, 9. Then we get rid of their stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Seems fine. I mean, if they attack, we just block. Yeah, we assumed that was going to be the case. You got it. We're at 9. Okay. And we have way more mana than we actually need here. So, I'm just going to, yeah, like I said, we're just going to go Herd Migration. Get us a card, make us a pile of dudes. I don't think they really have a way to deal with this. And we get a 5/5 here. Yeah. And another 5/5 on deck next turn. And they know we already have the Acklazats. So this might be pretty well positioned against the mono black decks, too. Yeah, we don't even care about Slasher. I'll just block one. Whatever. In theory, I guess I could have let that go and then try to attack for lethal. But, meh. Alright. Oh, I could have attacked with my land there, actually. Forgot about that. Ah, well, didn't matter. Yeah, we had a Restless Cottage still sitting here from turn 1 forever ago. So I could have just activated that. That would have been lethal as well. And giving us more life. So, yeah, we weren't even close to losing this, as it turned out. Oh, I didn't even realize this list has Sunken Citadel. I will keep it. But I actually don't like this land. I understand why it's in here. I mean, we do have some creature lands that could help trigger. Plus, you know, like in this case, we can choose the color and we do need black mana. So it has a purpose. Don't get me wrong. It's just I have very bad luck with it in a lot of my decks and ends up not doing much. So I end up not being a fan. Pass the turn? Man, am I going to have to like Maelstrom Pulse a Beanstalk? That feels sad. Alright. I mean, I'll do it if it makes sense to. Alright. I guess we will. No freebie value for you, opponent. But this is the other side of the deal, right? Where we kind of sit here not doing much of our own in these kind of mid-rangey control type matchups. Alright. Well, let's pass the turn. I mean, we're not doing much. Each side's kind of waiting on something to use their spells on. Alright. Pass the turn. I mean, I guess we just save a go for the throat for that guy eventually. But I mean, these decks tend to play like ley lines and all kinds of other stuff. So these are the matchups I feel like would hurt the most, realistically. Yep, there's an Overlord. Yeah, like I said, I don't think we win these matchups. Like, they feel really bad. I mean, we can use this next turn if they don't have a counter or something. But even then, is that worthwhile? I mean, I guess so. We take 4. I only have 3 in the yard, so I can't exile stuff to this, which would be nice. Yeah, even if we win this, which to be honest, I'm kind of willing to just... If this is one of those games that if I wasn't making content, I would probably just concede the game. Realistically. Just because it's so much of a grind, and it may not even work, you know, for us to even win. But if they have a counter here, I'm going to move on to the next one, because I think these are the types of matchups this deck doesn't win anyway. 3 steps ahead. Counter and copy. Alright, sure. We can just move on. Yeah, this is one of those hands that, if it's an early creature deck, sure. This hand's probably going to be fire. But if not, it ain't going to do much. Alright. I mean, just passing. This could also be rough if the opponent were playing some type of... I'm just going to use this. Try to save the Scorching Dragonfire for the 2-3 guy. But if we were playing against discard as well, I think it could be kind of tough. Alright, we still don't have access to green mana yet. Which is a little... Oh, no, we do. We do. We have the Blooming Marsh. I was looking at Thornspire Verge. Alright, now we just need more mana in general. I'm assuming they also kept a hand with a bunch of creature removal. Archfiend we can just kill. I'll probably just do that now. Well, not the greatest thing, but sure. Alright, I guess we put this on... I don't even know. I guess red, because I think we only need one green for stuff in here. Well, that's not true. We could get... alright, I'm going to put this on green. Just so we have access to at least double green, double black. Oh, Mazemind Tome. I wasn't expecting to see that. That's cool. This is exactly why we did what we did. That's pretty nice. Can we draw an untapped land here? We did. And it's a red one on top of that. Fantastic. Pass the turn. They do get to draw a card here, though. I almost took the turn to just destroy the Mazemind Tome, but I figure with us having more mana over the next couple turns, we can do a lot more here. Alright, there's a Slasher, which is what we actually saved the Scorching Dragonfire for. Okay. I mean, so far, this is mostly played out the way we wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a tapped 7th land. I think I'm just going to get rid of Mazemind Tome. We're just going to take our time. I was going to play Aclazotz here, but our hand nor theirs is small enough that we could get it back, so I figure this is probably the best plan of action. Because at least one of those cards in their hand is a kill spell of some variety. Alright. Well, alright. You can have all the cards you want off the Mazemind Tome, I guess. We're just going to go ahead and play this Aclazotz. Let him die. Get our cards. I mean, I have no illusions of it living. Yeah, don't really need that at this point. Oh, you know what? They might actually just use Deadly Cover up here and get rid of it. That would make sense. Nope, they're just going to Shield Regice. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, you got it. Do I just get rid of all their Archfiends here? I mean, we did get another Maelstrom Pulse, but if we do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm a mana short. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No, I can do what I want to do. Alright, fair enough. Let's get rid of 2, 4, 6. Get us some cards. Get rid of the Archfiend. Exile all them. So we get rid of... Oh, their hand is Bloodletters. Nice. Opponent's library. No others. Opponent's graveyard. So we... that's all they had, huh? Alright. I mean... They really don't have a ton we're worried about left, to be honest. Maybe the Duresses are actually the scariest thing, believe it or not. And then play this. And play this. And the reason I'm doing it this way is... Well, I guess now we know they don't have a sweeper in hand, so it doesn't really matter. Their hand doesn't really do much here. I mean, obviously they get to draw some cards, but whatever. Yeah, this really is a like, okay, you get to draw cards, but so what? Kind of a scenario here. Yep, you have an Unholy Annex. Go you. Bloodletter. Sure. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we can kill you. Get some cards. Yeah, we're just gonna... We might deck ourselves if we're not careful. Kill that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. Go attacking. So now if they find a... I don't even remember. I think they had one sweeper in there. I don't remember. Should have made note of that. I mean, not like it matters. We have Aclazats and a billion other things. And we drew the Vivian that's kind of unnecessary here. Yep, go for the throat. You got it. Theodor's Edict. You got it. Yep. All you. That's cute. I mean, I guess we might as well do this. 1, 2. I mean, really, they're just not going to have much left to do. Yeah, we'll get rid of... I mean, I guess I could get rid of Unholy Annex. Because that's a bigger issue. Alright. That should be everything. Play a tap land. And we'll probably... I mean, I don't even know if I need to play Vivian here. Probably not. I think we just do this. Like... Just force the issue. Oh, well, that's also awesome. Nissa, fantastic. I'm going to discard this other Beanstalk because we don't need it. And probably... nowhere to run. I mean, Nissa's extra lethal next turn, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, they're at 16. Yep, that's not going to quite cut it.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Yep, you got it. GG's. Alright. Well, so far, I have to say, if we run into mono black decks, this thing's pretty damn good. Because there's a lot of that on the ladder, so I could see why this could be a popular choice for people. Yes, we will keep this. I'm going to keep it. Just so, I mean, I think 4 or 5 mana is kind of what the deck wants anyway, so at least giving ourselves those options is good. Alright, well, sure. I thought they were going to play something there, but... Overlord, and if it gets killed with the get lost, so be it. Looks like it's not, though. Slasher. Sure. Let's go ahead and hit that for 4. This feels like this is the life gain, life loss combo-y deck, if I were guessing. Which I am guessing, but we'll see. They're not really doing anything here, though. I'm going to go ahead and use this now and just get rid of the Slasher. Since it already has a token on it. And then I'm just going to end the turn. I mean, during their end step, I can make like a 1/1 or something. Deep Cavern Bat. Well, I really don't want you getting rid of things here, so no token for me. But let's see if we can just draw an untapped land here. And just get us 5 3/3s. We did not. So that's a fail. I don't feel like we're doing much of anything else with this turn, though. So let's attack. Alright. That's where you got to start doing something, opponent. And killing Overlord of the Hauntwoods would probably be a good start. Phyrexian Obliterator. Well, that was well timed. Definitely didn't expect that, though. I don't know what the hell they're doing. End the turn? Alright. Well, if you're playing Obliterator, you're probably not playing Sweepers, but who knows? They're playing white, so probably are. Alright, well, there's a kill spell. But this obviously says they don't have the Sweeper. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this food token, because that seems good. Great. I don't know what they're up to yet, but I don't really want to waste this if the opponent's already this low. You really have no more removal? I find that hard to believe. But either way, this will finish them off. This was the safest way to do it. Alright, well, we'll take it. Yeah, what I meant by the safest way is, if they did have some other removal, we'd rather have the land after the Sweeper, because that's going to be harder for them to deal with. And then we also get to just make a bunch of tokens. But I feel like this might be a case where their hand was a bunch of like nowhere to runs and cut downs, and they just didn't do anything to these cards. Ooh. Okay, we'll keep it. This could be a good tough fight. We'll keep that, just so we get the extra lands we need. If this is the, like, Dimir tempo-y aggro thing. I am going to go ahead and play this here. Even though it's not the most efficient thing. If they do get something here early, I would like to kill it. Oh, Unholy Annex. That's unfortunate. Well, what do we do with that? I mean, I guess we go looking for a land? Ugh. Was not expecting them to play that here. We kind of have access to everything, so I don't know if it matters that much. I guess I'll get another black. Oh, drew another Deadly Cover-Up. That is not the card we were looking for. Alright. That's tough. I mean, they're probably going to try to resolve a demon here. And there is a world where we could trap them under their own Unholy Annex. Like, I've beaten black decks that way before. Oh, Jace. That's unfortunate. So this is just the mill version? Oh, that sucks. Alright, well. That might be what's going on here. If so, we don't have a great shot at winning here. Yeah. With this hand, honestly, I don't even know if we have a real shot at beating this version of the deck. Just having the one where they're just making a bunch of demons is kind of bad for us. Well, not making a bunch of demons, but milling us is the problem, because we have a lot of just, I would say, mostly dead cards, sadly. Ooh, Nissa, huh? Alright, so this is a situation. We play Vivian. Vivian dies to their creature land. But kind of just what we got to do.
We're the predators. You're the prey.
At least I would think that's what's going to happen here. Or they just have a card that kills a planeswalker. I mean, they are playing black. Yeah, I was sitting on the Nissa here instead of the Vivian, because Nissa can frill to start making 7/7s, 8/8s, whatever when the time comes. So we're actually okay with that. But we also have to be aware that at some point, they are going to be able to just mill us, and there's not going to be a lot we can do. And this might be that turn. I mean, they are at 14, so I don't know. There's a world where we could make some, like, 8/8s and try. Right now, we only have 2 lands that count as forests. Alright, they can't attack us here. Alright, Acklazotz. Another kill spell. The thing is, that resolved really quickly, though, so they probably don't have a counter. So there's a chance we could resolve Nissa next turn if we go for it. Oh, they had something and didn't play it. Oh, they're going to get our Nissa. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Dang, that sucks. We could have went for it. I mean, they had 4 mana open a fistful of cards. I didn't think there was any way that was going to resolve. But obviously I was wrong. That was probably our one chance of turning this around. Getting the Planeswalker and the 8/8 might have given us a shot. Yeah, now we're just dead. I mean, unless this is, I was going to say, some other removal spell, but not likely. Alright, I mean, we'll do what we can do here. They block. I mean, obviously they kill the token with their cut down because they haven't had another good target. Alright, that dies. This is sort of what I expected to happen, though, so... if they have any other kill spell or blocker here, we can't win. Basically. If they don't, we have a chance at least. I don't even know if we can we can't even safely block here, sadly. Not that it matters. Because, I mean, if they have even Jace here, we're just dead. Alright, they didn't. So we're going to do the only thing we can do. Hope they don't have the kill spell. I mean, they've got something. Yeah, then we're just dead. Alright, GG's. Now, I will say this. There is a world where, had we had the go for the throat sooner, then we could have just left mana up instead of attacking on that previous turn with the Acklazotz. Just kill their creature land, and then they don't really have a chance to kill us. Then we get 2 turns to try to kill them. But here, we just had to go for it. But this is a matchup I think you just lose anyway, more often than you win. Alright, this seems fine. Not a lot of removal, but, you know, maybe it's just enough. As much as I like Vivian, I don't... well, You know what? I'm going to keep it. Because I don't have anything to get rid of artifacts or enchantments. We'll have, realistically, at least 4 mana along the way here. I say that, but this could also just be, like, Smuggler Surprise type deck. If it is, we don't beat those with this. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, because they just Smuggler Surprise next turn and we're dead. I've played enough of those to know better. So, here it is. If they have it, we're just comboed out, basically. If not, we need at least a go for the throat. Like a solid instant speed removal spell. If we live. I don't think we're going to, though. It's a little pessimistic, but I've played those types of decks to know better. I mean, they didn't instantly do it, so they're obviously looking for a 6 mana here. So that's some good news, I guess. Yep, that's exactly what they're playing. So they just probably went looking for the other parts. Okay, go for the throat. Helps. Also random that Nowhere to run does help a little bit if one of the other answers... Oh, hell? I was going to say is the dragon, Terror of the Peaks, but yeah, this is way scarier. Jeez. Okay. Now, I wish I would have already had a 5th on tap land. I would have played that to kill a flyer, but, you know, we can only do what we can do. This doesn't effectively kill anything that matters. So I'm going to go here and hope for the best. And just hope we're alive. That's all we're doing here. Like, I doubt we are. Because, I mean, you just Brotherhood's in, play that plus anything. Or, I mean, Smuggler Surprise, that plus anything, and we're dead. Okay, well, there you go. Yep. I mean, the good news is that didn't kill us. They didn't have, like, the exact cards they needed in hand. So I feel like we got a little bit of a bailout. But if they have another Calamity, we would die. However, I don't think they do because they went and searched a Calamity. And they would have went and got a combo piece with Calamity otherwise. At least it feels that way. And we could shrink Calamity to 1 attack, even if that comes up. So let's go ahead and just do this. Buy us some time. We get a 6/5. Alright. We have at least a semblance of defense right now. Oh, that thing's big. These don't do anything to that. We could do this and still have 1 mana up. Probably worth it. This guy doesn't trample. Alright. No attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. Oh, they found a Calamity. Alright, well, we lose. Whoa, opponent didn't saddle? Oh, yeah, they just messed up. Alright, so that's a win we get, but I'm not counting that one. Like, this is a matchup we should lose, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some ways this could go right for us, but it definitely didn't there. We won that one because the opponent messed up. Alright, we'll keep it. Not a lot really exciting with the hand, it's just kind of what you expect. Go for the throat. Feels a little overkill here. We eventually need to get to some other live cards to do something. Siren, sure. I think I'm just going to let them have that. I don't think we're going to worry about that too much right now. Not going to lie, not excited about drawing that other Beanstalk. Yep, you got it. This feels like the opponent's plan is just flash a guy in here, so we'll just try to kill that. Nope, they didn't want to commit to it. We're not worried about it either. This is just a game of chicken. Like, that's all we're doing right now. Like, who's gonna blink first? Not really what we want here. Alright, end the turn. The thing is, too, their deck's a bunch of reactionary stuff of just, like, tap your guy, try to draw some cards, you know, all that types of stuff. So it's like, eh. Yep, that's what I thought they were going to do. So then let's go ahead and get rid of the Spyglass Siren. Maybe we can draw our Scorch. Nah, we didn't. So hoping I'd draw a way to get rid of that. Would have been nice. Would have been real nice. Jeez, a go for the throat, huh? I mean, I guess we'll hold it. It's not like the craziest thing, but keeps the opponent from doing anything wild here. And then we can also just Maelstrom Pulse to try to get rid of it. Where were you? I was looking for you a while ago. Alright, we'll try. See what counters they're playing. Okay, nothing that protects that, so that's good. I mean, right now we only get 2 3/3s, so we're not excited by that. Flood Pitch Drowner, you got it. No blocks. Flash in another one? Nope. They didn't have it. Alright. I'm willing to be your Huckleberry. I mean, if they don't have much and it's all reactionary cards, then, like, we can kind of just take our time here. 3, 4, 5. I hate this because I don't want to leave ourselves defenseless. So I'm just going to... I mean, we do get 2 cards. So if we made sure to leave up the red, like, there's a chance. But if it's a tap land, we're kind of toast. So I'm just going to end the turn. Ooh, they don't have anything, though. That's good to know. I'm going to go ahead and go get a land here. Let's see. We don't have mountain as a basic land type. All right. I'm going to assume you have a counter or removal spell for this, but let's find out. Okay. Now we're finding some business cards. This is what we needed. Also good. All right. I'm assuming here comes a Drowner. If not, it's just a go for the throat. Yep. Makes sense. What's the play? You're going to try to get rid of our Aclazotz permanently? I was going to say, because I will waste this to kill a Drowner. Siren, sure. I mean, they can counter this if they want to. Better that than other things we'd be trying to do. Alright, that's fine. We can live with that. That's one of those ones you look at and say, don't love the outcome, but we could totally live with it. Okay, what's our option here? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we could do both of these. You know what? I'm into that. I mean, you're not doing anything with 2 black mana to save this card. And then if you kill this and we get a land plus 2 cards, I think we're okay with that. All right. And then next turn we get Nissa plus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. We could go Beanstalk. Nah, if we get greedy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's Beanstalk first. Oh, there was no counter there. I'm going to have to assume that it's all removal cards, so full price. Alright, time to go to work. Removal cards are going to do removal card things. Probably another Drowner or something. Nope, Annoy it with Affliction. Fair enough. Alright, can you deal with Nissa? Nope, they cannot. Fair enough. We're just going big then. Man, we really do have to be careful not to deck ourselves here, though. Yeah, opponent's saying GG, though. They've got nothing. Well, to answer the question, is it worth the hype? That's tough. I'm leaning more no than yes. The reason is I think if you run into a lot of creature decks, then this is great. And it actually does pretty well against the mono black mid-rangey decks, so if you're running into that a lot, great, this is probably the deck for you. However, if you're running into like the domain control, the Azorius various decks, like any of the mid-rangey things, this doesn't do a lot. You're probably going to be losing to just like weird cards, but this is good against, you know, like mono red aggro and things like that. So, yeah, I think I think we're going to end up playing a different version of John on the channel probably over the next week or two, and we'll probably enjoy that more. I think there could just be more threats to close the clock, give you more to do against the non-creature decks, because too often we just get caught holding removal spells that aren't doing anything, while your opponent's just kind of randomly playing enchantments and doing other stuff while you're just waiting to catch up, and that's not great. So, yeah, but it is a good deck. I don't want to discredit it at all. I get why people are talking about it, but it feels very matchup dependent in best of one. But we do have a bunch of other stuff that's just fun to play, so feel free to check out our other videos, because like always, there's plenty of stuff to do in Standard right now. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.